Yo, what is up, guys? Tom here, and it's been a few days. I didn't cover this straight away. It's been hot as fuck here, so I didn't want to get on here uh, looking like more of a mess than I currently do. Jesus Christ. So we got a pretty cool trailer. I've seen it. Everyone's fucking seen it at this point, so we're kind of gonna break it down a little bit, give you some of my opinions on what this means it could be, and go from there. Gonna try and cover a few things here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, what you think, any ideas you have for this game. For the meantime, we are just going to get straight into this. We'll just give this a watch. And we'll That's loud. Hopefully it's not too loud on here. Vision of beautiful coexistence between people and Pokemon. So we've got some old style Parisian, or as we now know, Parisian Lumosian? I said online to someone Kalosian, but actually it would just be more based on the city itself, it's not French, it's Parisian. Yeah, we'll have a look. So people were thinking it might be based in the future because of this. I think this is just an artsy sort of thing. I think the opposite. I think this is going to be set earlier than Legends Arceus. I'll give you my opinions on that afterwards. I really hope that this isn't louder than me, otherwise I'm just wasting my breath right now. We've got Lumio City there. Urban redevelopment plan. Keyword redevelopment plan. Pokemon Legends. Z. Got the hexagons in there. ZA. And that looks very reminiscent of the Ultimate Weapon. You've probably heard a million people say that now. And I think there's a good reason for that. I think there's a very good reason for that. And then obviously we get Megas back. Which, with Megas coming back, I think that could potentially mean that we are getting something else back as well. But yeah, okay, I gotta think of a good way to do this. We will turn off display capture, and here we go. So, urban redevelopment plan. In 1853, we had this dude, what's his Georgine Haussmann. Probably butchered that. So instead of saying his name in future, I've got a little pre-downloaded clip that I'm gonna edit in after the fact. But this dude was hired, commissioned by Napoleon III to redevelop Paris in 1853. 1853 is 15 years prior to when Legends Arceus is said to have set. At least 15 years prior. So I think that's kind of telling. I definitely think this is what it's about. You can see here, Center City was all creative discontent revolution between 1830 to 48. 7 armed uprisings, revolt broken out city of Paris, long blah 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 blah. It doesn't really matter. That's not relevant to what we're talking about here. But essentially, yeah, we had just a giant, like it says here, attempt to modernize the city. They wanted to basically demolish most of the city rebuild it up again, which is why I think in the video when it says redevelopment plan, or what was it? Yeah, it was redevelopment plan. It definitely means we've already got a city there. We've got a city there, so this isn't going to be a case of Jubilife Town, where we see it develop into a little bit of a larger town, I guess. We never see it as a city, but we definitely see it develop. Yeah, and I honestly think that seeing that change happen is like we've got here. I think we're probably going to get dropped in at the start of when this would be set. Now, obviously, we're not going to have any reference to these guys in real life. It's not like a fucking Assassin's Creed game where they have actual dudes. But I do think that we're going to have a potential professor-like figure. Or not necessarily professor, but like... what's Cyrus's ancestor that was in Jubilife, who was kind of like our boss? I feel like we're going to have a character who's in charge of the renovation of Paris, who's essentially going to be didn't mean to do that. Who's essentially going to be Georges Eugene Haussmann. Fuck it, I'm not going to edit that in. I don't give a fuck. But if I've said it wrong, then too bad. It's essentially going to be them, but it's not going to be them. Like, we're going to have some sort of play on, like, a French plant of some sort of tree reference. I don't know. But we're going to get, like, a slow transition into the Lumio city that we know of today. We're going to go from Lumios of old to the well-planned out Lumios that we see back on X and Y. And I think it's going to be very important because they stated that the entire game is going to be set in Lumio City, which is insane. And I hope that means that we're going to get an extremely detailed city. We get to the very end and it's like closer to, you know, what we know of in X and Y. And I just hope it's like a massive, extremely detailed city. Like if we largest Pokemon cities. Apparently top 5, which is kind of crazy. I thought Castilia would be on here. Pokemon's Video City, Lumio City. I'm assuming that's Lumios. That's TikTok, so it's probably just like grabbed it off the thing. We'll go here, for example. Let's have a look. Pokemon cities by population. And here we go. We've got to open this. Please piss off. So we've got like Celadon is up there. We've got the population. So it's obviously the population is not scaled. Like cities would have way more than these in real life. Like 72 people in the town. That's quite literally a fucking town. Like a fairly small town actually. Like if you live somewhere that's only got 8 people in it, like that's not even a town at that rate, I don't think. But yeah, Celadon, largest city in Kanto, which is kind of crazy because Saffron definitely feels larger, in my opinion. Saffron feels much larger, but population-wise, Celadon, I guess, is the biggest. Goldenrod, yep, expected that. Before we look at this one, I'm going to assume that Lily Cove is this one. But let's have a look. Yo, that's kind of crazy. That is actually kind of crazy. Hoen's region's biggest location is Morville City, thanks to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Before Oris, Lily Cove had the biggest population, which is massive, by the way. 138 in Emerald. That's bigger than any we've had so far. Gold and Silver was 123, but 138 in Emerald. But then we have Oris, which is 148. I guess that's just like... Well, that itself was a redevelopment program, wasn't it? New Morville. New Morville. What? Hold on. Okay, so hear me out. Morville City. Kind of correct, right? If I'm not mistaken... Here we go. Morville, it's the French name of Violet City from Gold and Silver. Violet City, Pokemon Violet was the futuristic game, right? Violet City, it's a place that already exists. Morville is, you know, it's a redevelopment. So we've got a literal Violet City. The city's French name is Lavandia, in the same as the German name of Lavender Town, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't really matter. But, bro, it doesn't mean anything. So if anyone says that it means anything, it doesn't. But it is kind of crazy that we've got Violet City here. We've just had Pokemon Violet, a future-based game. Like future Paradox Pokemon and everything. Morville, quite literally, if we look at it in the... Bear in mind, Gen 6, we've got New Morville. Is it called New Morville? So we can go, where the fuck is it? This here. Center of town. We'll zoom in on that real quick. Is that not Lumio City's fucking thing? The Statue of Liberty looking gym? Statue of Liberty, what the fuck? Eiffel Tower. Did I really say statue? Bro. I need to... No, this is... Ignore what I'm saying. The French did make the Statue of Liberty as well, but that's... Why did I say that, bro? What? Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've got... It's just too many, like, little... Fucking... I need to set up, like, a little detective pinboard type shit over here now. Violet City. Violet City is a thing that exists in Pokemon. Morville is the name for that. Violet's a future-based game. Morville was redeveloped to be a bit more efficient, essentially, in the future. Got a generator based on Kalos region here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyway. Sinnoh, Jubilife. Jubilife City is basically... Yeah, that makes sense. Unova is... Nimbasa is kind of crazy, you know? What? Castelia's not even the biggest... Okay. Unova's highest region population is surprising in Nimbasa City. Has a population of 150, including the people who come and go into the stadiums. They are... Wait, excluding. If they're included, then there are 239 people who live here? Be like double black and whites almost. That's crazy. Kalos, Lumio City, obviously. Kalos holds the highest populated location and city amongst all regions. Lumio City, an incredible population of 416 people. Can you imagine writing the dialogue for that many NPCs? There are more people in Lumio than in Kanto. That entire city on X and Y, bear in mind. On X and Y has more people than the entire Kanto region. Besides Lumiose, second highest populated city has 50 people in it, which is less than the other region's second ranked locations. That's Silage, is that how it's pronounced? Yeah, most towns, like, they were literally all towns. There were very, very small places in the Kalos region, then you just had one giant region, Lumiose City. It makes sense, honestly. Like, everyone in Kalos is just in Lumiose City. Let's be honest. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's what, like 70% of the population. I don't know the math on that, but it's probably like 70%. That's probably incredibly wrong. Lumiose biggest by a fucking mile. Yeah, that's crazy. Kalos region tops everything purely based on Lumiose, which is kind of mad. 897, and they've got 416. So it's probably honestly way less than I thought. It's about 45%, but still, that's kind of crazy. Unova has two massive cities, to be fair. Nimbasa and Castelia. So yeah. Kalos is the highest populated region by a decent amount. Hoenn to Sinnoh is the only region where there's a decrease in population, with only one person lower. Insane. Okay. But yeah, you get the point. Nimbasa is more popular than Castelia. Same. But yeah, I think we're gonna get a Legends era version of this, essentially. I think we are going to get a Legends version of that. I do want to have a quick look back through this, though. Let's have a look. Hopefully that is still perfectly in line. Praying right now. Alright. Legends, ZA released some tailors around the world. Let's have a look. We're gonna take this kind of like a, not frame by frame, but let's have a look. Confidential. Is there anything on this first page? I don't think so. It's just like confidential dossiers and shit like that. It's the Legend font, I think, right? When I first heard it, I definitely thought, yeah, I was definitely thinking, like, I'm not getting a main series game, I'm just getting another Detective Pikachu. Look at this. This is quite literally, like, Parisian. Oh my god, I can't even. Parisian Arcade. Oh my god. Like, look at this shit. It is quite literally, oh my god. That style of architecture. God damn, like, I don't know if you can see this, because I kind of cut it off a bit. Whoa, what is going on? What is going on? Des may try to open. Can we, like... That's not helpful at all, is it? Is that better? God damn it. Okay, so it is quite literally called... Like, let's have a look at this. I didn't even know this. This style of architecture... Bro, look at that shit. We get, like, quite literally a facade like this. God damn. It's literally named after that dude. Giant expensive construction site disregard its history, destroy the medieval charm of old Paris. Yeah, like, what the fuck? No, this is insane, though. I didn't realize it was called that. Now, the characters... Now, the only thing modern, I guess, is she looks like she's wearing a bit of a cap. But these are just, like, sort of concepts, right? We have nothing yet. I'm looking at all this, and I think a lot of people just thought future because it's like, this is like bright lights and shit. But like, you gotta forget. You've got to remember that none of this is like gameplay footage. This isn't what the streets are gonna look like and shit. I think this is just an artistic way of showing the region without the whole trailer just being like this. There's definitely the possibility, though. I'm not going to rule out the possibility that we have a little bit of the future and a little bit of the past in here. ZA. It's like two separate things, right? Both opposite ends of the alphabet. We've got Z, we've got A. It's almost like they're meant to be two completely opposite things. The past, 150 years ago in the past, we could have 150 years ago. What? 150 years into the future. I think that it could be a thing. I'm not going to rule that out. I'm not ruling the future out. But nothing about this screams that the game's going to be set in the future to me. I just think the chance is that, you know, it could be. There's definitely a chance. I'm not going to rule it out. I just haven't seen anything to point at it so far. Because look at the actual architecture here. Everything is very still. Very still? What? It is very, very much still, this. Specifically this. Houseman architecture. It's literally still that. You can see it in here. I think it's just like a cool way of like just trying to show things off for the game. If you notice, we've got all this. We've got the gym. I do think the only thing that makes me wonder what they're going to do for this, if it's set 150 years in the past, is what is it even called? Lumios Tower? Is that what it's called? Lumios Tower? It's just Lumios Gym, right? The Prism Tower, okay. So the Prism Tower, we've got this here. It looks very metallic. It's still got a bit of a, like, Parisian houseman, I guess, themed architecture style to it. So who knows, maybe these are just like giant stone blocks. And like, they could throw some LEDs on in the future, I don't know. Make this shit light up. But for now it could just be like a stone tower. Who knows? Who knows? But that's interesting, right? So we've got these areas here. I haven't played X and Y in a while. I just started playing it again the other day, actually, after this got announced. I was like, I'm going to give it a playthrough. The only one... I've got a whole bunch of them on the shelf over here. None of them are in there. Like, none of them are actually in the cases. I don't know where the fuck they are. But I've got one pre-downloaded onto my old DS, so started playing that again, just to, I guess, remind me of the Kalos region again. Actually, it's kind of crazy. My top most viewed video for the past few days, whilst I've not been uploading anything, I made a video. It was like 10 years ago. When we found out the name of the Kalos region, I made a video called Kalos is Coming. E3 trailer reaction, or something like that. If I go here... No, let's leave that up. But my YouTube analytics are like garbage because I've not been uploading at all. But right here, look. Kalos is Coming E3 X and Y trailer reaction. Absolute dog shit fucking... Dog shit fucking, Can you see all that? Yeah, you can. Stats there, like 87 views. It's like from 10 years ago or some shit. But look at that, it did pick up a bit recently for some reason. I wonder why. I just find that absolutely crazy. Like, it's just like getting, what, a couple of views here and there, because it's just a dead video. And then, whoop. I wonder why it picked up recently. Maybe I should, like, change the fucking thumbnail up a bit. I can't show you the thumbnail because it's like literally where my face cam is here. No, that won't work. God damn it. And that's locked. Whatever, we'll just ignore that. But yeah, I just found that hilarious. Anyway, we'll get back to this. Yeah, I don't really remember these. I haven't actually got to... well, I'm about to enter Lumios City now, actually. It does look like it's going to be a way more in-depth city, though, if this is the actual layout for it. Like, this very well could be... We're looking at the map of the game right now. Like, that could be it. We've got, like, buildings, all sorts. We've got little alleyways, you can see that. All in... That's what I loved about Lumios City, I will say that. Just the random little alleyways that you can just take. Find little, like, areas that you're probably not supposed to find your first time playing. But yeah, we've got that, and then it transitions back to the really really old style blueprints, but with the exact same layout. Now this could be just concept art, or this could be an indication of the time period that this is going to be set in. I definitely think it's either going to be Legends Arceus time, like Legends Arceus period, right after X and Y, or far into the future. It's not going to be 20 years into the future or 50 years ago. If it's the past, it's going to be Legends Arceus period, because that's when the revolution happened. The renovation happened. The revolution was a little bit earlier than that. But yeah. Urban redevelopment plan. That's yeah. I'm still curious about this. If anyone can let me know what this logo is up here, please let me know. I've seen people saying Quasar or something like that. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm not remembering something. Dude, there's been that many fucking Pokemon games and shit at this point that I can't remember everything. But yeah. Pokemon Legends. And then here, let's take a look at this. So we've got Z, we've got the hexagon shapes for Z. With Zygarde. We just had hexagons in Paldea as well. Don't forget that. And now we've got hexagons again with Zygarde. It seemed like the perfect time to do it, I guess. Everyone's talking about hexagons. Maybe that's what they were hinting at the whole time. Maybe the hexagon meant nothing. And it's just hints that we're going to be getting a remake, or not a remake. Everyone keeps saying it's going to be it's a X and Y remake. It's not. There's a lot of people online that also seem to think it's going to be two games. It's not. Releasing simultaneously is weird wording, though. I guess they're thinking Z and A are going to release simultaneously. I think I could be wrong. I think we might be getting this on this Switch, but it might even be a launch title on the next Switch. I think that might be the case. We're going to get like a Breath of the Wild type situation with that, I think. There we go. Megas are back. Let's fucking go. But yeah, what was I talking about before? I literally said something just before. Quasar. I saw people talking about Quasar. Everything comes up with Rayquaza. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen people talking about that logo, though. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, last thing I want to talk about. What starters are we going to get? Well, that's the thing. So if we had to pick 3 Pokemon, then let's be honest. The options are Pokemon tier list. That's like a good way to find like a pre-built thing. Let's have a look. Alright, so we're gonna whack all the starters on here. And we'll work it out. I didn't want to make this video like super long, but fuck it, we're gonna work through this and figure out what starters it's gonna be. If you want my honest opinion, I'll tell you right now, I think we're gonna get the Kalos starters. I don't think they're going to do a Legends Arceus where we get a Rowlet, a fucking... They might do that. But I don't think we're going to get a Rowlet, Oshawott, Cyndaquil sort of situation with new regional forms. I think that we're probably going to get the Kalos starters and we're going to get Megas for them. It's the region that, Megas started in. It is the perfect time to bring... Bro, what? My brain melted for a second there. What the hell am I looking at? Why are there, duplicates for... Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting another situation like that. That is what I'm trying to say. I think we're going to get, in my opinion, Kalos starters with new regional forms. No, not that. Fuck it, yeah, actually, we're going to get new regional forms for Kalos starters. No, that wouldn't make sense, because they're already in their region. They are the regional forms. I was going to say, just imagine we get regional forms that get Megas. That would be kind of insane. But no, it's not going to be that at all. I think we're going to get, them, just the regular versions of them, and they're going to get Megas. That makes the most sense to me. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, let's be honest. It's not very often I make a prediction on this channel, and I am correct. But if it isn't, we'll put in the S tier. Now, this isn't obviously going to be a proper tier list, but I'm going to put in the S tier that I think it's going to be these guys, and everyone's going to pick Froakie because Mega Greninja just sounds cracked. But if we were to say who's not getting starter treatment for this game, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, straight away they're out of it. I do think that they are 100% going to give Charizard another Mega Form, though, because that would just be insane. Why the fuck not, right? Mega Charizard Z to go with X and Y? Fuck it, why not? That also rules out these dudes, so if we're ruling out them, then we're ruling out these dudes as starters. We just had Oshawott, Rowlet, and Cyndaquil as starters for the Hisui region. What else have we got? Honestly, it could be any of these guys. It could be any of these guys. I think maybe there's a chance that we get... God, this is tough. God, I hope we don't get an Incineroar. If Incineroar comes back and, the starters... I'm assuming the starters are going to get Megas. They're going to get new Megas. Holy shit, we're going to get so many Mega Pokemon. Why the fuck would we not get new Megas, right? They better bring back every other previous Mega, too. I don't give a fuck. Bring back Mega Ordino. That shit was cracked. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I want to see the most busted Megas. Yeah, so this looks like them are most likely, and if I have to go for another trio, you know what I want to see? I hated this starter, the very first time I played them. But I was really hoping that we get Unova games. You probably heard it in my last video. I want to see a Snivy, which would rule out none of these. That's cool. Snivy. Dude, Piplup would go hard. Snivy's honestly my favorite Unova starter, I think. Piplup goes pretty hard, because I don't think we're going to get Infernape. We wouldn't also have another Unova or Sinnoh. We've got a standing upright Pokemon. We've got... Wait, how often do they have, like, all standing upright Pokemon? Meganium's on 4. Typhlosion's sometimes on 2, sometimes 4, depending on day of the week. Feraligator's on 2. Sceptile's 2. Blaziken's 2. Swampert's 4. Torterra's 4. Infernape, Empoleon. Superior is like on its body, so it's like a weird one. Embor's upright. Dude, we never get... actually. Okay, weirdly enough, if we're gonna count Greninja as standing upright on 2, even though it's like usually in like fucking superhero position most of the time, or like a ninja position, or like the superhero pose type thing. I do think, yeah, Kalos is the only one, right? Oh, Galar as well. Sorry, if you have no idea what I'm on about like if they're standing upright or not. So, Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja all standing on 2 legs. The only other region to do that is Galar, which is Rillaboom, Scorbunny, Cinderace. It was on the tip of my tongue. James Bond. Fuck. Inteleon. Because then we go to Gen 9, and we're back to 2 with 1 on all 4s. I don't think we're going to get all standing upright. I think we're going to have a body. We're going to have a standing upright. Yo, would it be crazy if I said that? Opera's an Italian thing, right? Was opera ever popular in France? Because I'm seeing a bit of a connection here. Hold on, we've got the French fucking royalty Pokemon right here. Dude literally has the little thing on his tail as a superior. The thing that I definitely thought was like a... trying to be like a weed leaf when I was a kid. Empoleon. It's literally the Emperor. Oh my god, I never realized like how... It's literally Napoleon. Napoleon. Empoleon. Empoleon. Bro, what the fuck? And then this dude... Yeah, this is it. If we don't get Kalos starters, it's these 3. I'm telling you now. It's these 3 right here. Yeah. But that's it. I was going to make these two separate videos, but fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know everything that you have, you want, and everything you know, everything you think, your speculations, your theories. Let me know down below. I've been just chatting shit for, bro, like 50 minutes. Oh my god. And I totally forgot to remove the daily sub thing. That just like ticks on by every day. Final day, god damn it. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.